one of the greatest wrestlers, considered the greatest wrestlers of all time, is a wrestler by the name of Watanabe, Japanese wrestler who won the 64 Olympics and also 3 world championships back to back. And he won 188 matches without a loss. But what's so phenomenal about that, nobody scored a point on him in 188 matches. He was a great wrestler. And he had a philosophy. If you would drill something 10,000 times, could you do it in combat? Could you do it in a match? Absolutely. So the key, like I mentioned before, is being good workout partners, going back to your gym and drill and drill and drill and drill. I had the good fortune of coaching Randy Couture when he was on the Army team. I was Army coach back in the 80s. I found him in a gym in Germany. He was terrible. He was terrible, you know. But he always stayed after practice and drilled, never missed a weight day. Always looked for opportunities for matches. We were in Concord, California at the Concord Cup. The Russians came and they had Mikhail Mamiashvili, considered one of the greatest Greco wrestlers of all time, 2-time Olympian, many-time world champion. Randy wanted to wrestle him. We said, okay, you know. But he was not afraid, you know, to make the attempt, step in the arena. He got, you know, he obviously lost, but you learn a lot about yourself, okay? And he went on to be a 5-time national champion and went to Oklahoma State and 2-time NCAA runner-up. Of course, all the things he's done in MMA. But again, it just takes practice, hard work, and find something that works for you. Obviously, you don't need 500 techniques. You need 1 or 2 that works for you. And the great ones, you know what they're going to do. Problem is you can't stop it. Okay. So be good workout partners and drill. I've been asked many times, what does it take to be successful in the sport of wrestling or fighting? You know, what do you need to possess to be a champion? To me, the most important thing I would drop to that package is you have to earn it. It's not by chance or magic or luck that you're a world, Olympic, or national champion. And how do you earn it? Make the extra effort. Make the extra effort. Okay? And as you do that, you know, it's not always about winning. Along the way, you make great friends, the camaraderie, you know, and you'll win medals or belts. But the best thing is your coaches and your teammates that you'll have for the rest of your life. Okay? And also another important thing I think you have to possess is the imagination. Absolutely one of the great motivators. When you go to bed at night, and you're laying in bed, you turn the lights off, you have to envision yourself standing up there on the highest step of the awards platform as they raise the American flag and they play the national anthem. You're bending over the man draping the gold medal around your neck. They probably jump out of bed and run 20 miles. Just fire you up. Imagine yourself being a champion. Imagine yourself in a match and you're losing 4-3 with 10 seconds left. You move in the right direction, change levels, you penetrate, you take it down at the buzzer and you win the gold medal. Dream. Envision yourself being a champion. Okay? That will help. Okay? Another thing I think you have to possess is the physical and moral courage to be a champion. What I mean by physical courage could be in combat when someone throws himself on a grenade to save his buddies. I once shook hands with a man who just did that and lived, but the odds are very thin. This is a form of physical courage. In the ancient Olympic Games over 2,000 years ago, there was a great Christian. And he was in his 50s, was undefeated, great champion. And he was wrestling a much younger, stronger opponent that was in his 20s. The grand champion was losing badly. And once you entered the ring, there's 3 ways to leave. You surrendered, you were carried out victoriously on the shoulders of your comrades, or you died. But the grand champion lay in the dust, and the younger, a stronger opponent kept pummeling him, but he would not surrender. Finally, in one last effort, he reached out, grasped his adversary's ankle, twisted and broke it, and he surrendered. And then he pitched forth dead into the dust of the arena. He's the only man to win the laurel wreath or the gold medal at the precise moment of his death. But he would not surrender. He would not surrender. Another form of courage is moral courage. Is you risk your all to defend your beliefs. In 1962, at the World Olympic Championship, at the 6th World Championships in 1962, 2 wrestlers were going to meet. They're considered the best in the world. One had 3 Olympic medals, Alexander Medved from Russia, and Takti from Iran, was 2-time Olympic, 5-time world, and Medved 9-time world. So between them, they had about 18 gold medals. And they would decide who's the best in the world. And what happened in the semis, Medved tore his knee up, and he could barely walk on it, but he went out to wrestle. And in the finals, he beat Takti, but it was obviously that Takti wasn't attacking the bad knee. He would not attack his bad knee. So after the match, they asked him, well, why didn't you attack his bad knee? He says, I would not win without honor. It wouldn't mean anything, because he wasn't 100%. So he didn't attack the bad knee. He lost. But then, a couple years later, Takti was murdered in Iran, and Medved went to his funeral, and he brought the medal, and he gave it to his mother. So that's moral courage. I mean, to believe in yourself, and you have the physical, and you have the moral courage. And whatever belief you have in yourself is not based on hard work and great effort, doesn't mean anything. Okay? You may know the most earnest effort you can give to become a champion. I want to thank you for having me here again, and hopefully I'll see you guys down the road.